About Jatoria Walker. This was my girlfriend in church back in the day, like in middle school or something like that, or high school, something like that. She was like one of my little girlfriends. So she knows about people having sex at Elizabeth Baptist Church. She is a witness. So everybody was having sex. Me and her, we just was like kissing and talking and stuff. And I told her like, look, we're not gonna have sex at this church. I think she agreed with me, and we were like, we're not gonna have sex at the church. We had sex at the Wendy's. So this is Jatoria. When we was young, she was real cute. You know what I mean? Like she been probably eating meat or whatever. I don't know what she been. I was eating Ezekiel bread and surviving off of like buttered bread with like real butter back then. And I would use like Italian seasoning with like on noodles. So that's like wheat again, you know. Uh so like I said, she was very lovely. This is from 2007. 2007. This is from 2008. That's her in a little swimsuit. So I'm not gonna talk about all the stuff we did. You know what I mean? I'm just saying like that was my little girlfriend. So she was somebody else. I liked her with her natural hair. I think we ended up going to college together. I think we did. So yeah, and that's her like now. You know, still a lovely sister. You know what I mean? With her natural hair. ASU, yep. So she went to college with me. So that was like my little girlfriend, the black woman is God. She do kind of look like Jada Fire. You know what I mean? So I remember like trying to talk to her about eating healthy and stuff like that. They got a chef knife, I think, right there. And, she started gaining weight and stuff like that. I think she had a baby. I'm not sure. It wasn't my baby though. Cause we wasn't talking in college like that. We were just like friends on Facebook. We would just chill by then. We had like stopped talking. Cause I got a new girlfriend. We was talking. That was like Tangy. Remember I told y'all Tangy and all that. So this goes back to Makeda Valletta, the body scientist. You feel me? I'm trying not to get no copyrights. People driving by playing music. So Makeda Valletta, the body scientist. My other girlfriend, she's selling ghee and meat products. She's telling y'all that y'all need to eat meat. But we just looked at one of my girlfriends who gained all that weight eating meat and was in the military. You feel me? So I don't know if she just, she wasn't working out enough, but either way, that's how she ended up looking as she got older. She looks older while if I cut my hair, I still look the same age. I don't look as old as I should. When you look at the drastic aging of my peers, it's like I actually lost weight. So the reason why I'm talking about all of this is because I wanted to talk about being a vegan. Any spare change on y'all? Help the homeless? Like, you might go somewhere and they might offer you different things that are vegan, like toast or mashed potatoes. So if you go to the hospital or you go to jail, I'm telling you, you can't eat the mashed potatoes because as a vegan, you might not realize like, oh, they put butter or milk in this and this. And it might be the cheap jail milk or the cheap hospital milk. It might not be the good milk that she's talking about. Either way, because I grew up drinking like 2% milk, but they're talking about cloned meat. So how do you know the milk not coming from cloned cows? And Dr. Sebi taught us that milk is not alkaline, but we could drink like alkaline milk from alkaline black women, but not a cow because the cow is not natural. So like I went to the hospital and I ate like some mashed potatoes and like it was like 2 or 3 days of me eating this because they was like, okay, we're gonna try to give you something that's just vegetable. So I just got a plate full of mashed potatoes and some bread. And next thing you know, I got really sick. Yet I had lived off of potatoes most of my life and in jail even. And on the menu and stuff, I was eating potatoes, which are not alkaline, yet I still eat them because I'm homeless. So I stay low vibrational. And when I'm not homeless, I'll get off of the potatoes. So I ate these mashed potatoes and I started getting really sick in the hospital. Really, really sick. And they was like, oops, we meant to tell you that it was it was milk in there. And I was like, oh man, like I didn't even think about the fact that y'all would do that. Like I don't even imagine that anymore. So I got really sick, and my girlfriend is running around teaching all y'all women in the different sacred circles and different cults and different religions. She's teaching different people and influencing people. Yet I don't think she has a baby because she puts lemon juice on her yoni crystals and puts that in her vajayjay, in her private area. And she has sex with the crystals in there. So I'm just trying to check like the goddess, because I'm like, if Dr. Sebi was alive and I was working for him, I would have been like, yo, we got to do a video in Dr. Sebi. You could have different debates with Dr. Sebi if you wanted on video. And then you could have taken different Dr. Sebi herbs and did alkaline tests and all that kind of stuff. Because he had herbs that you could snort and you could take them to your brain. He has like herbs like the duck, and then he has like the iron, because she's taking like vitamins and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, you can get Dr. Sebi herbs and get all your vitamins. And I think like if she goes to Usha Village, she takes the duck, a lot of mucus and stuff will come out of her. Something will come out of her really bad. I mean, it happens to a lot of people. Yet as a meat eater, any spare change, as somebody who puts ghee on their skin and all this stuff and mixes it with shea butter, like cocoa butter, whatever she mixing it with. I don't even know if she got pure white cocoa butter or pure white shea butter, because it should be pure and white. I don't know what kind of shea or cocoa butter she got. She might got the one with the chemical in it. So we're just gonna move on. I'm just talking about my life and my girlfriends, and like, yo, like I've hit up the pastor and I've made videos talking about how they need to clean out the church and like clean it out, because people have been having sex in the church. And this is Sekhmet. This is a Sekhmet goddess, a lioness goddess. And why she's posing and looking like that, she is embodying the lioness with the plants around her. She is a fourth dimensional being, yet I don't know about going to the fifth dimension, because she's still a black woman, so she should be able to get there, but she wears glasses. So we don't know how much of her third eye she could really use, because she can't see you right now. When she's looking in the camera and stuff, she can't see everything clearly. She's imagining, and she has to take the picture and then she has to zoom it in to really see what's going on. We don't have to zoom in because I can see. You feel me? So either way it goes, this is about the black woman being God and my relationship with my girlfriends. And I'm just like, yo, y'all are tripping. Y'all are tripping. And like I said, my girlfriend and me, we were like, no, we're not going to have sex in the church. We're going to have sex at the Wendy's. Yeah. I was like, girl, we got to go get a hotel or something. Like, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's just young black love. And I'm getting older. We're gonna all be older one day. So, I was watching a movie, and it's a really cool movie. This is a movie that y'all should watch because I'm on my Bobby Hemmitt stuff. It's called What Happened to Monday. What Happened to Monday? One family, one child. It's about the future, the real Facebook, because I created Facebook. That's why I created iPhone and Facebook to work together. Any spare change on you? That's why you have the Apple Watch, you have the iPhone, you have Facebook, and you have Beats headphones. You're in my matrix. Any spare change? This movie is about the reality that you live in right now. And there's many other movies I was talking about. Rising Dead, End Game. Rising Dead, End Game. Okay, that's another good movie. And if you haven't seen this movie, What Happened to Monday? Hold on. Any spare change? If you haven't seen this movie represents like Nicki Minaj and the black woman in the future, because she has black hair and she looks like Nicki Minaj. And all of you women have y'all sisterhood. So this movie is about women and also the black women because of the black hair. Now, in this movie, you can only have one child and they will kill your children. That's the future or the reality that we live in now with the virus outbreak, where there's been a plague released on the earth that was possibly man-made. They're silencing my voice now because of the content. So I have to be careful with what I say in my videos. So all I'm saying is, in this movie, they're in the future. They have a food shortage, so then they start eating rats and they start eating GMO food. And you can choose to be a vegan or you could choose to eat the rat, and people are eating the rats. So this is the same thing you see in Demolition Man, where people are choosing to be blind. Any spare change? Like, if you want to be a good Christian or good Muslim or good Hebrew, you would have to get your food from a kosher place that you trust. When you allow yourself to eat food that is not considered kosher, or you cannot guarantee that it's kosher, then you have closed your eyes, and in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. The kings and queens of the Illuminati and all that kind of stuff are controlling us and giving us whatever to eat, and we have to say, okay, well, we're gonna trust you. You say it's healthy, we gotta trust you. You say it's organic. That's why the movie Super Size Me 2, Any Spare Change, is a really great movie where he starts a chicken restaurant, and they expose the whole food industry, the entire food industry, that there's grill marks on your chicken. So if my girlfriend is gonna tell the sisters that she don't want to go to Usha Village with me and go sit down with Dr. Sebi, now he's dead. Either way, now, if any spare change on you, babe, if she don't want to tell me that, and she wants to tell you that y'all need to eat meat, she has to tell you, well, still go watch the movie Super Size Me 2 and go watch this other movie and get your meat from this place or whatever it is. Like, I used to eat buffalo meat, and it was different, so I could tell that it was something different between the meat. You feel what I'm saying? Then when they came out with the chicken nuggets, I was a kid, and I was like, nah, something ain't right with this. So I never like any type of chicken nugget. They have other types of chicken nuggets in your grocery stores. So y'all all went crazy with the memes about McDonald's chicken nuggets, yet y'all didn't even talk about the chicken nuggets in the grocery store that are the same thing. Or the chicken that's on your pizzas, or different sandwich restaurants and stuff like that. Like, there's a problem there. Somebody eating the Subway. In the future, hopefully we won't have these places. Either way, we need to definitely watch our food intake and change our diet, study Dr. Sebi, learn from him, because they had in the movie Super Size Me, they were putting grill marks on the chicken with like charcoal makeup to make it look like it was grilled on a grill, the old-fashioned way, with fire and stuff. And I'm like, whoa, because Burger King is supposed to be like fire grilled meat and stuff. So some people choose to eat there because they want their food to be burnt by fire. They're they're actually following a certain aspect of a religion where they feel that the food is more kosher because it's being tried by fire. It's different between being tried by a stove, being tried on, some people won't eat out of certain kind of pots or grills. Okay? Any spare change? Some people gotta cook food in iron skillets. Some people use copper pots. Some people use gold pots, silver pots. You got all different kind of pots, okay? Where people feel that it's healthier to eat out of different pots and pans and stuff. I like preferably the stone pots that are made out of real stone. They're real crystal pots. Yet I can't even find those pots right now. They have ceramic coated pots, which I do not recommend those pots. I'm talking about real stone pots cut out of like pyramid crystals. Okay. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna just, I don't even have my pots no more or my silver spoons or silver forks and none of that stuff no more. So I'm not living my best life. I gotta go eat some slave food and get my rations with my meal ticket. Like money is like a meal ticket on a plantation. Any spare change? Because this movie also represents like Nazi Germany and what happened with the Holocaust and what's technically kind of happening with us, because they're talking about giving us a vaccination, and in this movie they told everybody they could put you to sleep, and in the future you could wake up into a better reality. They'll put you to sleep, and then when you wake up, or when your children wake up, in our case, because you might die, you have to trust them and they'll put you to sleep. This is what I'm trying to talk about here. Any spare change? Pray for me. So this is what I'm trying to say, y'all, because this is very serious for all of my family that's in the military and the college and all this, because this movie is about the government. It has a Hillary Clinton type figure. She looks very draconian. It might be a real Illuminati member. She might be on Epstein's flight log. So y'all want to check on that. The lady who's like the president in this movie, her face is right below me right there. It's right there. I'm gonna cover it up, then I'm gonna uncover it. That's her face on the buildings. That's the Hillary Clinton lady painted like Barack Obama for the hope. So that's why all of this is very serious, because in this movie they were like, okay, well, we're gonna just take you somewhere and quarantine you. You get what I'm saying? And put you to sleep, and you could just wake up 10 years from now or 100 years from now, and we're gonna have a better solution for you. We're gonna have a city that's better designed. We're gonna have our food shortage solved. We're gonna convert everybody to vegan. We're gonna have a future city in make-believe land. And they were really just killing everybody. They were really just killing everybody in this movie. So this movie is important to the sisters and to everybody, because when you're talking about people putting grill marks on your food to make it look like it's got, grill, and they got grill flavoring, now smoke flavoring, you feel me? You like, whoa, I actually wanted my food to be smoked and I wanted it to be grilled on the fire, and they just gonna put food decoration on your food. Now it's getting really obvious that we have a problem, because if they put makeup on your food and you got makeup on in Photoshop, everything is really the Matrix. So in the real world, a lot of things are not as they seem. Then you gotta wonder if somebody put makeup on your food, because that's what you put an eyeliner on the chicken, okay? Now you got chicken nuggets that's already been exposed with the eyeliner on them, and you trying to dress up this chicken nugget and tell me that this is old-fashioned kosher grilled meat and stuff. You see what I'm saying? And it might be cloned. It might have meat glue in it. You feel me? It might have animal feces in it, and you're just gonna put some makeup on it meat glue, cloned meat, animal feces in the meat, and then they put some makeup on it and tell you to eat it and like it. And they get a celebrity like Cardi B, because this is the Nicki Minaj energy. If y'all see this movie, you'll see what I'm talking about, the Cardi B, Nicki Minaj energy that she has, where, they're even making fun of each other. Like, they're technically the same person, but due to the GMO food, people begin to have like sextuplets. So that's technically what they are. A woman had birth and she had 7 babies that were all identical. As a mutant, this is a mutant. They're Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're mutants that are just running and jumping right there, and they're getting shot at by the government due to the mutations. Y'all can watch the movie and see it for yourself. This is sacred magic because we got the blackness around here. I like this image. So y'all can go see this movie for yourself. So that's very deep, y'all. So they telling you in the movie that we gonna give you something that's gonna make you into a mutant, and then we're gonna kill you, lie to you, and then if you escape us and grow up, we're gonna hunt you down and kill you. That's what they were gonna do. That's what they're doing right here, hunting down the adult that survived, because they were supposed to only be one of them. Like Neo in the Matrix is supposed to only be one. Like, I'm the one, but yet there's really a million of these beings. You see what I'm saying? Like, they were supposed to kill all of these little girls when they were little, but they hid their identity. And they act like they the same person, and they only go outside one day of the week. That's why their name is Monday. Okay? There's an actual character named Monday who comes up missing. So that's the whole plot of the movie. Y'all could go watch it. Like I said, they have the real Facebook in this movie, because Facebook is made to be on code between a community. Any spare change? So anything happens on Facebook, what we would do is the same thing that they do in this movie. We show everybody in our community and we decide to do the right thing. And we all don't get to do what we want to do. We get our days, we get our time to do what we need to do, yet we have to be on code with the one identity. This is being on code at its highest, and this movie is about a community and how a community is supposed to function under a Holocaust type government. You ain't got to do what they say. You do what you need to do. Then what happened? One of us get hurt. All of us got hurt. You see what I'm saying? If I told you to eat some vegetables and then those vegetables make me sick, I got to come back and say, look, y'all, we can't eat these vegetables. It made me sick. I put it on Facebook, show y'all what happened. Like I'm telling y'all about the toast from the hospital with the milk and the mashed potatoes. I'm telling y'all, look, y'all, I'm on Facebook, on YouTube, and I'm like, look, y'all, I got sick. I don't think we should be eating that. Then everybody in the community is supposed to take that note down and say, okay, tomorrow when we go out, we're going to be on code. We might not mess with that product. It might be a recall on that product. Anything could be wrong with it. It could be GMO. It could be cloned. It could be whatever. Then after like a year, we say, okay, what happened? We see the news. We got the newspapers. We got other Facebook stories. We say, oh, we did find out something was wrong. And Dr. Sebi told us not to drink it anyway. You see what I'm saying? I'm a vegan. So if somebody's telling you animal fats are good for your health and you need to drink milk and ghee and all this kind of stuff, and I'm telling you, well, if it's so good, why when I ate it, I get sick? You get what I'm saying? I'm not talking about sick in a good way, like detox and herb sick. I'm talking about, no, just sick. Like pass out on the ground and, you literally cannot walk. When you lose your ability to walk or see, that's when we start having problems. When you gain the ability to see and you don't need glasses no more, and you gain the ability to walk and run, like right now, I'm talking to y'all, I ain't had nothing to eat. I ain't had nothing to eat. So I have the ability, therefore, and after 10 years, now I'm speaking to y'all on code like, nah, we can't do that. I did that. This is what happened. Girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, she married now or whatever. I think she's married. So I want to tell you and your family, like, look, y'all, don't, you know what I mean, be leery of those people who were having sex in the church. If they have not repented yet, you know what I mean? If they have not repented yet, after all these years, or repented to the pastor or somebody in the church, and did some volunteer work, and you know what I mean, got their life right, because when you do stuff like that in church, you're supposed to repent. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's one thing to sin and just sin. Dr. Sebi said he took the money out of the church basket. That's him repenting to y'all. Any spare change? So as a Mason, when he come into church, he's actually being a good Christian and telling y'all the truth of the matter. You see what I'm saying? Even when Jamal, was it Jamal or one of the brothers from the islands was interviewing Dr. Sebi, he was like, now we in the islands, he was like, man, he was like, if y'all have some of that certain kind of fish, he was like, I might taste some of it. Because he missed the flavor or the taste of it because he grew up eating it. He was like, only like certain kinds of fish, when he was in the islands, he was like, look, man, he couldn't say no to it. He was telling y'all the truth in the church. So those different people, they might have all kind of bad business practices. They might, you know what I mean, might not have their diet right. Because even when I was in the church, like I said, I was eating Ezekiel bread. So that's what I had on my toast. And like I said, when I went to jail, I was getting wheat bread. They have kosher bread, and you got wheat bread. Then you got wheat kosher bread. And when you get those breads, they would give us vegetable oil, and all the inmates thought it was butter. So the inmates were like, no, I can't eat all this butter, man. They giving us too much butter. Man, this butter is gonna get my cholesterol high, and I gotta take medication, and the doctor say I can't eat too much butter. And I'm like, you are in the Matrix. Just like this Matrix right here, or in the movie The Matrix. This movie has a lot of Matrix-like vibes, because it's like the real Matrix is our lives and things like this movie. So, thank you, bro. Bless you, fam. So, I'm trying to stay focused here, because I'm about to end this video. The doctor knows that that's not real butter in the jail, but he might not tell you that. He might not tell you unless you got a Mason symbol or an Ankh or something like that around you, or he know that you a vegetarian or vegan, or that you some kind of enlightened person, or he's friends of your family. They might not tell you that that's not real butter in the jail, because they don't want the other inmates to know. They want group think. They want everybody to be under group think. So that's why we're trying to break group think. That's why, even though I exposed Erykah Badu did share a lot of different knowledge of what she did have, with the little bit that she did have. So in the jail, everywhere I went, the inmates would not eat the butter. So I could just be like, yo, soon as everybody get their tray, I'll just be like, yo, anybody don't want their vegetables, don't want their butter, don't want their salad, all of that, let me get it. So, and I will pay people and all that stuff. Like, you can give them, like, look, I got some envelopes, I got some stamps, I got chips, I got whatever it is. Like, you know, what you could save your peanut butter sandwich and trade your peanut butter sandwich or your bologna sandwich, whatever they give you, you could trade that for whatever else you want to do. So I was like, look, man, let me get your butter and that lettuce. And then I can get a bunch of salt. So I will get the vegetable oil with salt, and I will put it on the butter, and I would just sit there and eat vegetable oil and toast. Not toast, but jail version of toast, where it's just, technically it is real toast when you get oil and bread and you mix them together. Because Dr. Africa taught us how to, in Europe, the bread would get so hard, and they would actually dip the bread in in the champagne and in the wine, or in the water, or in the juice, whatever it was they had, they would actually dip the bread in there. So when y'all do communion, y'all don't really know. When y'all got that hard communion wafer, you're actually supposed to dip it in the wine and then eat it. That's how you do real communion. So I'm taking y'all back to church. This video is very realistic, very serious video. Any spare change? So they got groupthink in the jail where everybody's just under groupthink, and they want y'all to stay that way. They're not gonna give y'all different knowledge. So I went and had to tell the different inmates, I was like, look, y'all, this is not real butter. I could tell real butter from fake butter because I was rich and I used to buy real butter. You know what I mean? And I got off of that because it gave me eczema, it gave me different problems. Thank you, fam. Bless you. Thank you. Right now, the main reason why I'm talking about this is right behind me is the restaurant where Waka Flocka was eating at. They just reopened, and they have the buttered bread, they have the biscuits, they got the bacon, they got the eggs, they got the waffles and pancakes, they got all this kind of stuff. And it's called Gut Busters, and you can bust your gut. And I sit and watch a lot of sick people buy food from this restaurant. People just gave me some change. I'm not gonna buy food from there. I'm not gonna buy food from this Asian restaurant or this Jamaican restaurant right behind me. I'm gonna use my abilities to walk and see with my eyes, without glasses, with my real eyes, not with spectacles or glass scopes. I'm not gonna use glasses or Google all this technology. I ain't gotta use no X-ray computer chip vision. I actually can use my eyes. I'm not blind. I don't need glasses. I don't need a microchip in my eyes to see in the matrix. Like some of you got microchips in your eyes. Some people don't know that there's people with microchips in their eyes right now, and in they different parts of their bodies and stuff. So there are already over 100,000 people like this. I'm just saying 100,000 for a reason, because I know it's most likely 144,000 and plus. Most likely, but I cannot slander legally because I don't know the numbers. It could be 400,000. It could be 400,000. So I'm a Mason now, and I'm giving y'all numbers for a reason, because I know how to talk to y'all and when I bring it back to church. So everybody in jail, even my roommate in jail, saw like I would just survive off of just eating wheat bread, orange, lettuce, and you know, different foods. I got to the point I couldn't eat the beans, and then I stopped eating the beans, and all of a sudden they just changed the beans, and the whole menu changed, because I had been talking to the doctors and stuff like that, talking to the judge. I'm writing letters to the judge, all kind of stuff going on. I'm like, look, y'all, I need better food in here, da 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 da. If you know what I mean. I'm like, they like, yo, you was telling them to fix the jail, fix this toilet. I'm fixing this, getting the mold out the building, fixing different pipes and stuff. I'm writing all kind of repair reports, giving people jobs, technically, moving the matrix, stimulating the matrix. And at the same time, they was like, yo, like, you're not even fighting to get out of here. Like, you fighting to improve this place. And I'm like, yeah, people are locked in here. Like, when Jesus leaves hell, when I leave hell, the Christ figure, El Cristo Negro, gotta at least be like, yeah, I made it a better place. Any place I go, I gotta try to make it a better place automatically. Everything I touch is gonna turn to gold, because that's the code. It's like, I gotta get better, you gotta get better, the world's gonna get better just like that, if we all just get a little bit better every day. So this is about days of the week and how they technically failed in many ways, because the matrix was too big and they were not on code. And because they broke their code, they failed. And this is all very, very, very serious subjects that I'm talking about right now. Because right now, if somebody see me go eat a pancake out of this place, and I got the money to buy a pancake, they'll be like, man, I lost faith. and then my leg will hurt, and I won't be able to jump from these buildings like I've been jumping and stuff like that. I don't be just walking around here, y'all. I be like jumping and climbing stuff. I don't like y'all seeing me sitting down right now. Somebody was like, "Man, you ain't disabled. We saw you riding a scooter, jumping a fence, all kind of stuff. You ain't disabled." I'm like, "Nah, I just only got a little bit of my power right now. Only got my power is running real low. So I'm doing everything I can with low power. You see, I got low battery right here on the phone. But this battery reflects my real battery. Because if I wasn't homeless, this battery would be on 90%, 90%, and I would be doing like some chef videos, some dance videos, some workout videos, some building videos. You see me chopping down stuff with axes and chopping trees down. Like people that know me know like, nah, he a vegan, but he'll still go cut down trees and stuff to get some money to buy some vegetables. So I'm out here doing everything that y'all do, but I can't do as much. Like I ain't even had nothing to eat yet. So, you know, y'all gotta go vegan, watch Dr. Sabi. Man, I'm really curious, like if we could get Makeda Valletta to go to Usha Village and just take some herbs and just out of respect for Nipsey, because we doing justice for Nipsey, out of respect, you know, just do the Nipsey Hustle challenge for like a week, man. Like it wouldn't hurt. Like it can't not hurt for you to do it for a week. 7 days. That's all we talking about being on cold. Like it'll at least make you money. Like if you do justice for Nipsey and you do the Nipsey Hustle challenge, automatically you will gain some type of respect, money, power. You will gain something not only from the herbs from Dr. Sabi, the health, you might gain a year extra on your life. You might lose a bad friend and gain a good friend. You might, you know what I mean? It's all kind of blessings that'll come. Somebody come on your page 5 years later and say, yeah, yeah, you're a meat eater. Whoever you are, he, she, you're a meat eater, but you did the Nipsey Hustle challenge, so I'm not gonna block you today. I wanna share something with you, or I wanna donate to your campaign, or whatever it is. You wake up, it'd be some money in your bank. You just wake up, money in the bank. You feel me? So that's good, you know, like I'm homeless, so I'm not waking up to no $1 million in my bank. My battery's low. If I wasn't homeless though, I have $1 million right now. I will have $1 million right now if y'all had already listened to me and talked to me, worked with me, produced videos, designed clothes, all the basic good things that I wanted to do. And I'm still out here trying to do some good. So y'all go watch this movie. Like I said, everybody saw me eating the buttered bread, and they was just like, "You a vegan, man? You ain't no that. You can't eat that." And I was just like laughing. And only a couple people like I talked to for real. Like I might have told everybody. I can't remember. I might have just got mad one day and said, "Y'all don't even know this ain't real butter." Like you ain't had no real money. I had real butter in my life. I know what butter tastes like. Y'all broke. Y'all broke. Y'all my slaves, and I set y'all free. I might have just started yelling like that one day and got mad at everybody. Like, I could have just joined the Illuminati and just slaved y'all out. Instead, I said, no, I'm going to just be homeless and I'm going to be a god. And y'all can choose my reality. If we don't get on code, I will fail. I will die. I won't make it to the promised land. Any spirit change? The promised land is reparations. Once we get reparations, you're going to see another me. I'm going to look like $1 million. And whatever companies, whatever country, anything I deal with is going to make money. America will make $1 billion off of me. So, it is like people be like, oh, the government going to get you. Well, I'm selling water that they sell in the grocery store. So, you know what I mean? I'm telling you not to buy this, but you still got to buy something in the Matrix. So technically, I have certain Illuminati that are my fans. They're going to be my fans because they're like, you vegan. Like there's several people that are vegan who, like, I talk about, goddess, Queen of Green, Chef Vanderpool. Yeah, she's beautiful. Yeah, she's beautiful. Yet I think she's sick. Yeah, I think she needs to take some more Dr. Sebi herbs and see if something jump out of her. I think that she's poisoning herself with a lot of her food, and if she has children, she's poisoning them, and they're gonna have some kind of side effects. And some people can maintain with the side effects. They're like, oh, I don't mind wearing glasses. Some people can't afford to buy your glasses. Some people can't sell their soul or sell something for the Illuminati. They just can't. Like right now, I don't have no money. If I was sick and couldn't see the ingredient labels, I will get poisoned. You feel me? And if I needed glasses, I wouldn't be able to buy them because glasses have gone up in price instead of going down. While in the future, or in the reality we live in, glasses should be going down in price. Now I might be wrong, but last time I checked, my girlfriend had to go get like her contacts or something, and they went up in price. They like doubled in price for like her contacts. Unless she was lying, she was very upset about it because she was like, yo, I wanted to go buy some food or something with this money. And I was like, well, you got to wear glasses. So, my girlfriend couldn't see my aura. Yet we were able to get her vegan. Any spare change? She was vegan when she was with me. She was vegan with me. I'm a vegan. And she lost weight and she got a baby. Any spare change on you? And see, my girlfriend, I remember she had like a cyst. That's Dee Dee, Dorothy. She had a cyst, and I used to like want to try to take her to like some herbalist, like Dr. Sebi, or take her to the doctor and just go get it checked out and make sure it wasn't gonna turn into cancer or something like that. But I don't know what she done. I don't know what she's doing with that because she won't talk to me right now. Everybody hates me, and I think she went back to eating meat. I'm not sure. You know what I mean? Because knowledge is power, and she knows a lot from being around me, but she doesn't. I don't think she knows as much as she needs to know about Dr. Sebi and stuff. So, if you don't know enough, people like Makeda Valletta, they they they're like from New York, So if you don't know enough about Dr. Sebi, you will go back to eating meat, or you will most likely have health problems. Like, that is a big problem. Like, for example, lamb's quarter, lamb's quarter, or callaloo. I don't even see her eating these greens. Like, I haven't seen Makeda Valletta eating callaloo. Like, if like if I wasn't homeless, y'all would see me eating callaloo all the time, all the time. I went to Honduras. I was picking wild callaloo, eating it while I was homeless. Like, just picking wild callaloo. People in America see me homeless with no money, nothing to eat, and I just go start picking dandelions and eating a bunch of dandelions if I got really, really hungry. So I can only do that during certain seasons where there's a lot of dandelions growing in a place that's safe for me to eat it, because I can't eat the ones with all the pollution and stuff like that on the side of the road. I have to find dandelion that's off of the road. So this is just a Black Jesus story. Uh, you know, Very serious video I wanted to talk about because, I'm really sad. I'm actually technically kind of crying because I love these black women, all of them, everybody I make videos about, everybody that's black. I loved everybody, and some people I don't really love you no more, but I used to love you. You know what I mean? So for these black women that are confused, because we have black women teaching misinformation and people like just doing the wrong thing. They're this is a big problem that we have, and it's breaking my heart because I can't win because people are confused and they don't understand what's going on. So, for example, even when I was in jail, there were plenty of people who were vegetarian or vegan, and the jail would not give them vegetarian food. It takes like 2 to 3 weeks sometimes, or depending on what you say, if you say the wrong thing, like suppose you say, I want to try to be a vegan because I want to get healthy. Any spare change? Thank you, beautiful. I'm a vegan. Yeah. Yeah. Not from, I don't know what they put on theirs though. They have potatoes and vegetables here, which I believe I ate one time, or I tested, and I didn't go back to try them no more. I just want to say this for a second, because like suppose you're in jail. We're talking about the matrix and levels of hell, because those people are still in the world, yet we don't see them. They can't vote. They're not out here. They're not affecting the matrix. They're not changing the stocks depending on what's in the store. They're being fed food in jail, and they're changing the stocks like that. And so things are very complicated in the matrix and how things go. Yeah, it's cool. Pray for me. Watch Dr. Sabi. If you're in jail and you say, I wanna try being vegan. I wanna go vegan because I was reading some healthy books or magazines, and my family talked to me. I talked to my doctor, and I wanna go vegan. They might make you wait 3 to 6 months or even a year to get vegan food. That's the kind of stuff that happens when you go to jail. So all these people that are talking about manifestation and all this stuff, they ain't never been through nothing. They ain't never been through jail. They ain't never gone through nothing. You feel me? They like I done traveled the whole United States, been to different kind of jails. Luckily, didn't have to go to prison, beat those charges, because I know how to manifest. You feel me? The whole point is that that's really sad, because vegans might still be watching this video. Somebody might still be watching this video and be like, do y'all understand how cruel that is? If you say you want to go vegetarian or vegan, or you find out they get more food or more fruit, whatever it is, and if you say the wrong thing and you go up in there, they won't give you the food. They're gonna be like, no, you got to get the food like everybody else. Suppose they forget your tray or something, you don't get your food, your meal plan. They say, oh, well, just take this. And they'll try to give you something else. They'll try to poison you, technically. They might have some beans with a hot dog cooked in it. They'll daggone open up the tray, take out the hot dog and say, here goes some beans, eat this. It's just vegetables, we took the meat out. You're like, it was cooked with the meat. The meat been sitting in that tray. Even if it wasn't cooked, it's been sitting in the tray for 5 hours, 10 hours, or however long, 24 hours, 48 hours. I don't know how long it's been sitting. I'm just guessing right now. I'm just guessing. Can y'all hear me right now? So they're over there cleaning these cars, man. It's very loud. Hold on. So yes, Jesus, we walking away at 50 minutes. We walking away from the unkosher food, okay? In the real world. Now that's very cruel that they would do that to people, or they'll do that to you just because you're trying to get more food or whatever. Yet, I even in best situations, you might have to wait like a week to 2 weeks or a month to get vegetarian or vegan menu while you're in jail. And with that being said, or either way, I'm just saying that in all that time, I had to find some kind of way to survive. So I'm stealing bread, you know what I mean? I'm stealing vegetables off the trays. I'm daggone, I got the trays where people stack up their trays like they about to throw them away. And I got there and go through the stack and get all the vegetables off the tray, and just pile them up. Like I just have a Ziploc bag full of lettuce and some toast, or bread with the vegetable oil on it, and I would just sit there and eat that. I'll make a lettuce sandwich and just eat that. So everybody telling you that that lettuce is not healthy, I'm trying to tell y'all I don't know if that lettuce not healthy. It still tastes good to me, even though I know that being that it's not natural, it's susceptible to different viruses because now the plants can catch a virus because the plant ain't natural. Now not saying that natural plants can't catch viruses. What I'm saying is that the unnatural plants are more likely or susceptible to more viruses and different things like that. So we talking about healing viruses, then we have to look at which plants have different viruses. Nobody even talk about that. Like we're trying to say, hey, don't eat that. And it's like, yeah, but they totally had a recall on that. So I mean, they told you not to eat it. I'm not telling you not to eat it. Y'all seen some of the videos where I get the different people. I got Queen of Green with uh, the fake Queen Afua. You feel me? And I'm eating purple romaine lettuce. Talking about purple, not the green. I'm on the black and the purple. And all I'm trying to say is that they was talking about eating sweet potato pie, and this year it was a recall on potatoes. And you know what I mean? It was a recall on different food that these people were telling you in 2019 and in 2020. I just showed y'all that. Like, so if there's a recall on some food, on code, could we at least as a people say, because like this in this movie, they're making fun of each other. Like, you eating GMO food, you eating a rat. And I'm like, y'all, look, it's the same conversation we're having right now. And I'm like, can we at least give that food up for a year or a little while if there's a recall on it? I mean, total recall. I mean, I wouldn't want any product from any of those companies. If they say this company got the one with the virus, I'm like, nah, we ain't buying stock in none of them companies, because stocks are not just stocks like a piece of paper or computer stock. A stock is when you actually buy the product. If you go get a bunch of stuff from Sam's Club or whatever, you get the big pallet full of food, then you could take that stuff and sell it. Or you have a party where you sell tickets. Okay? So if we say we're gonna stop buying that stock for a year and we're gonna stop buying that product for a year, since it's a recall on it, out of every company, we like, if they say it's what's it called, a recall on some ketchup, we ain't eating no ketchup for all of 2021. You see what I'm saying? We as a black people got to say, look, y'all, they said don't eat the ketchup. Forget all the ketchup. We ain't using no ketchup, Jesus. Not no ketchup. That's what Dr. Sebi was trying to get y'all on the code of. Like, we ain't got to give it up forever. Let's just give it up for a year, Jesus, and pray about it. And let Jesus talk to you and tell you,